What's going on? I want to bring you guys, now that J.B. Pritzker is voted governor, he's the governor-elect here in Illinois. He vowed to make marijuana legal here in Illinois. Now, I want you guys to get the jump on which marijuana dispensaries, which marijuana companies already have a foot in Illinois. Who is going to be profitable once this expansion, once this legalization happens? Because Chicago is the third largest city in the United States. We have about 12 million people here. Understand, Canada just went legal, and they only have like 53 million people, not even the size of California. So, if you think about the states here, it's going to be more profitable. Some of the companies, it's going to be profitable. I want to bring you guys to one in particular, and that is Cresco. The article is going to read: Chicago marijuana company Cresco set to go public in Canada, raised funds for expansion here. Wait a minute, I'll bring you guys that in a second. I want to bring you guys this article. It says Chicago's marijuana company Cresco. It hasn't went public. It doesn't have an IPO yet. But however, they just raised $100 million. They are major players. Cresco Labs securing $100 million, making it the second largest private funding round in U.S. cannabis history. These funds provide Cresco Labs with the capital they need as they continue to expand their footprint, produce, and dispense their full brand suite of medically focused and adult use of cannabis products. Cresco was founded after winning 3 merit-based cultivation licenses in the Illinois market. They have since been rewarded vertically integrated licenses in Pennsylvania and Ohio, so they are expanding. That's something you want to look for in stocks. And in addition to acquiring cultivation and dispensary operations in Arizona, Nevada, and California earlier this year. They are based in Chicago. Cresco Lab is poised to become the state's largest marijuana grower. It won 3 cultivation permits, more than any other company. Cresco Lab plans to build 40,000 square foot growing facilities in Joliet, Kankakee, and Lincoln. This is Cresco Lab. So this is companies you want to look for coming out of Illinois that's getting ready to. Now, one thing about stocks and bonds, once everybody knows about them, the price goes way up. Once the gig is up, it's too late for the average person to get into it because the stock prices are too high. Get the jump on what has not happened yet when it comes to stocks and bonds. You want to look at where they're going. Medical marijuana company Cresco Labs is moving forward with the plan to go public in Canada. A step will give it access to additional funds to grow its business in Illinois and nationwide. Cresco announced Wednesday that it entered into a reverse takeover agreement with the Randsburg International Gold Corporation, and that will result in a merger with the company in a reverse takeover. Private company go public by buying enough shares in a public company to control it. The shareholders exchange their holdings for shares in a public company. The deal with Randsburg, a Vancouver-based metals and mining company, is subject to regulatory and shareholders' approval and other conditions. In other words, all the shareholders, they're going to ask their permission, say, hey, we're getting ready to merge. Do we have you guys' permission? It is expected to be complete before the end of this year, which is 2018 right now if you're watching this video. Chicago-based Cresco will become the second Illinois-based cannabis company to go public on a Canadian security exchange through a reverse takeover of a shell company. This company is moving and making big things. Like I said, it's secured $100 million to go public. They're making big moves. They already got licenses in Arizona, Nevada, California. They got those earlier this year. I like them. I'm going to definitely check them out. As soon as they go public, I want to see how much they're going to go public for. Something like I tell you is that, get the jump on it before everyone else. If they come out, some of these companies, I hate even doing a 3-year, 5-year growth chart, because some of these companies are $15, and if you go back 5 years, they started off at 50 cents, and I'm like, oh my goodness, if I only known what I know now. So pay attention to some of the companies that are Illinois. Also, Green Thumb Industry. Green Thumb Industry is also okay. Pay attention to Green Thumb Industries, also known as GTI. GTI manufactures and sells well-rounded suite of branded cannabis products, including flower, concentrates, edibles, and topicals. The company also owns and operates a rapid-growing national chain of retail cannabis stores called Rise dispensaries. Headquarters in Chicago, Illinois. GTI has 8 manufacturing facilities and license for 60 retail locations across 8 regulated U.S. markets. Fellow Chicago-based cannabis company Green Thumb Industry, GTI, made a similar move earlier this year when it completed a reverse takeover of a shell company, and its stock began trading publicly on the Canadian Stock Exchange. GTI raised $67 million. Now Cresco raised $100 million. Now GTI raised $67 million through its listing on the Canadian stock market in June of this year, 2018. The company raised an additional $61.6 million in a financing deal, and it is working on expanding its operations in Illinois. The company's public debut helped cement investors' interest in the industry and paved the way for additional cannabis companies. Green Thumb Industry, GT, is listed on the stock market OTCQX as GTBIF. It's a Canadian-listed producer operating in 8 U.S. states where medical recreational cannabis has been legalized. GTI began trading on the Canadian Stock Exchange at a price of $7.75. I'm going to show you guys Alright, so this on the right. To the left, I got some of the symbols: MedMen, Married Med. Alright, so if you look on the right, Green Thumb, GTBIF, they're at $12.89, which is really good, pretty solid. Hold on, let me see. So this is them. Green Thumb Industry. They're trading at $12.85. See, however, the volume is not that high. See right here, the volume, 157,291. They're trading closing price $12.85. Looks like they're down 75, 7 minus 7.55. So make sure you keep an eye on them. Based out of Illinois. MaryMed and MedMen also have dispensaries, a foothold in Illinois as well, so you gotta look out for them. I did a few videos on MedMen and MaryMed earlier. Tree God, of course, a few other ones I got on this list that are trading at $5. Some of the ones that I do try to bring you guys is cheap enough for the average person. Some of these other ones that are already at $75 or $150 to the average person, once it gets that high, it's too late. It's too late. Even if you buy 20 shares, you're not profiting much. So at that point, for some of the shows and some of the stuff I try to bring you is stuff that the average person can afford. So those are 2 companies, Cresco, that has not gone public yet, and Green Thumb, GTI, is the 2 I want to bring you guys that are shining already in Illinois. So once it goes public, those 2 companies can really say, hey, let me expand. Even though MedMen and MaryMed will try to also have a foothold in Illinois, all these companies are expanding in other states. So it's a rush to see who does what big companies, Coca-Cola, see what big companies try to snatch up some of these and buy out some of these companies, and let's see if that happens. And it probably will. I think something like that is possible to happen. Anyway, I want you guys to like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace. Follow my Twitter. I try to tweet certain things that I find out as well. Peace.